Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Aquaman, King of Atlantis. And this is a 3-episode mini-series for this animated show on HBO Max, focusing on Aquaman, who has just become the King of Atlantis, and his brother, Ocean Master, keeps trying to get in his way. And this is from director Keith Packus. It's from creators Brian Condon, Victor Courtwright, and Marley Halpern Grazer. And this series it has a very interesting, hyper-stylized, hand-drawn animated look to it. It's very colorful, and it does feel like it gets a lot of its influence specifically from the DCEU. You have Cooper Andrews, who voices Aquaman in this, and he's cool. You could definitely tell they're trying to go with the Jason Momoa vibe to Aquaman in this. And Cooper Andrews gives him that fun, cool vibe like Jason Momoa does. And throughout this series, he's just trying to connect with the people of Atlantis and to finally get them to accept him as their king. And you have this journey over the course of these 3 45-50 minute episodes of him just trying to do this. And he faces great adversity, he faces crazy odds, like this one person who in the climax of the show splits the earth in half, and he's trying to pull the earth back together, and he brings in all of his fish friends. Or he goes off and faces this adversity and he's gone for all this time, and he comes back, and Dana Snyder's Ocean Master, Ocean Master, who's just a really obnoxious, over-the-top kind of character in this, right out of something like Adventure Time or something like that. And he definitely, Dana Snyder has been in things like Aqua Teen Hunger Force and Squidbillies, Code Monkeys, and just a whole bunch of other things, and Adventure Time. And this character, Ocean Master, in this, very, very different than what we see in with Patrick Wilson's Ocean Master, and he's just screaming all the time, doing whatever he possibly can to steal the throne. And you have Aquaman going off and doing these big, elaborate missions and coming back, and he's like, "You left the throne, Ocean Master's king again!" And it's just oh my god, this character. And you have Gillian Jacobs, who plays Mera in this, who's great. I love her. She's a lot of fun, and she has great chemistry with Cooper Andrews. And the two characters of Aquaman and Mera definitely have a good connection in the show, and they're a lot of fun together, and they have an affectionate affinity for each other, and that's very much appreciated, and you can feel it on screen. It's animated, but you could definitely tell they care about each other, and they have a nice relationship, and they're supportive. And you have Thomas Lennon, who plays Vulko, who's very sassy and fun in the role. So they have really strong vocal performers in each of these 4 main roles. You have there's a bunch of pretty common voice actors, like Michael Richardson pops up in this. And, it has very silly and goofy humor, but it also has some really fun action in it as well. I'm not going to say this is the most interesting or dynamic Aquaman story. It's some big dumb fun. And similar to the movie, which was also some big dumb fun. So this series gives you about, 2 hours and a quarter of runtime, and just a bunch of crazy under the ocean kind of action sequences, silly puns, and sight gags, and situational humor. And, they definitely are hitting low for kids at some point, but, there is some gravity in the story in this, and there's some stakes, so, there feels like there's danger along the way. I feel like this was an interesting thing that they did, and they definitely had fun with it. It looks cool. There's definitely fun to be had. So If that's what you're looking for, I think Aquaman King of Atlantis will deliver for you. If you're looking for something deep and thematic and really meaningful beyond just like, hey, being yourself, people appreciate you and stand by you for being that, it's a nice little message. And you could definitely tell that this is definitely geared towards kids because it has that kind of messaging. But in the end, this is a fun, silly show. So if you're ready for some big, dumb, silly fun, go check this one out on HBO Max. But those are my thoughts on the film. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. Or TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.